Hey everyone, and welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're tackling a really interesting comparison. Two Linux distributions, Garuda and Kali. They couldn't be more different, really, even though they share that same open source core. Have you ever looked at two powerful tools and you know they're both great, but you're just like struggling to figure out which one is really right for you? Well, that's pretty much our mission today. We want to give you a clear shortcut to understanding Garuda Linux and Kali Linux so you can confidently decide which system fits what you actually want to do. Whether that's building an awesome gaming rig or diving deep into cybersecurity, or maybe you're just curious about how versatile Linux can be. We've looked at some great stuff, especially a detailed comparison video by Enrico Guide that really helped nail down their different purposes.
Yeah, and what's truly fascinating here, I think, is how the Linux kernel itself provides this really robust, flexible base. And then developers can take that and just sculpt operating systems with completely different intentions. Wildly different. It's a powerful example of, specialization versus generalization in software. We'll get to that aha moment of seeing how these two systems, which seem kind of similar on the surface, just diverge so dramatically in their intent, their user experience, even the problems they're built to solve. Understanding that core purpose, well, that's the key to making the right choice for you.
I totally agree. It really is all about the intent, isn't it? So, okay, let's peel back the layers on Garuda Linux first. Let's start with its main promise, performance accessibility. When you think Garuda, picture a system that's like finely tuned, optimized for speed, looks great, ready to go. It's described as an Arch-based rolling release distro. Now, for people familiar with Linux, Arch-based often brings up ideas of, deep technical control.
Right, the whole do-it-yourself thing.
Yes, exactly. And getting the absolute latest software through things like the Arch user repository, the AUR, it's powerful, no doubt, but traditionally, yeah, it comes with a pretty steep learning curve.
And that's precisely where Garuda kind of makes its mark. It takes that powerful, sometimes challenging Arch foundation, and it wraps it up in this really user-friendly, performance-tuned package. So for you, the learner, Arch-based rolling release means your system is constantly getting the newest updates, patches, software versions, pretty much as soon as they're out. It's designed to always feel fresh, always cutting edge. Now, historically, that constant stream of updates, well, it could mean a higher chance of things breaking, right? System instability.
A new driver or software version might cause weird issues.
Exactly.
Right. But here's where Garuda brings in something really powerful, especially for a rolling release. Its use of the BTRFS file system with snapshots. A lot of users find this is a total game changer. Imagine, you've just downloaded the latest big game, you're deep in some epic quest, or maybe you're just finishing up important work. And bam, a system update comes through and something breaks. Maybe your display goes wonky or an app won't launch.
Yeah, that happens.
Without those BTRFS snapshots in Garuda, that could mean hours trying to fix it. Or worse, maybe even reinstalling everything.
Yeah. But with that feature, some people call it a time machine, which is pretty accurate. You just roll your system back to how it was before the update. A stable state often just takes minutes, and you're right back to, saving the kingdom or finishing your report. And that's the real insight, I think. It's not just a tech feature. It's about peace of mind, uninterrupted workflow, which is super important for a system that's designed to be constantly updating itself.
Exactly. It takes away one of the biggest worries about running a rolling release. And speaking of cutting edge and user-friendly, Garuda's main differentiator really comes through with its gaming focus. You can't miss it. They've got this tool, Garuda Gamer. It lets you easily install big gaming platforms like Steam, Lutris, other essential gaming stuff. Just a few clicks. It completely streamlines what can sometimes be a really frustrating manual setup for Linux gaming.
Right, no more digging through forums for command line tricks.
Yeah, it's all simplified. Plus, the whole look and feel is beautiful. It's got this highly customizable interface, often with really vibrant themes, slick visual effects, optimized for modern hardware so it feels responsive and just looks stunning right out of the box.
Yeah, it's all about reducing that friction for the person using it. Like the Calamari's graphical installer, it's not just a simple setup wizard. It's like a bridge, It removes that initial fear for new Linux users. It makes that powerful Arch ecosystem accessible without needing to be a command line guru from day one. And the wide range of desktop environments they support, KDE, GNOME, XFCE, means you can really tweak the look and feel. Make it flashy and modern or lightweight and minimal, whatever suits you.
You mentioned reducing friction, but there's kind of a flip side too, isn't there? Garuda comes preloaded with quite a lot of software and visual stuff. For some people, maybe that feels a bit bloated, how does that square with its performance goals?
That's a good question. It's perceptive. While Garuda is optimized for performance, um, it is pretty resource heavy, you're right. To really run smoothly and show off everything it can do visually and functionally, you probably want at least 8 gigs of RAM, ideally. So that might be something to think about if you're using older hardware or you're just trying to keep system resources low. And yeah, the sheer amount of pre-installed software, gaming tools, utilities, drivers, it might feel a bit much if you're someone who likes a really clean, minimal system or wants to build it all up yourself.
Okay.
But if we connect this back to the bigger picture, it actually makes perfect sense, especially within its whole performance-optimized and gaming-focused identity. It's pre-configured to get you up and running fast with a ton of features right away. So for its target audience gamers, general desktop users who like a polished, ready-to-go experience, that supposed bloat is actually a big advantage. It saves you the hassle of manual setup. This kind of specialization, it really helps a specific group of users thrive by just anticipating what they need and delivering it.
That's a great way to put it. It's not bloated, it's complete for its purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've seen how Garuda is really carefully crafted for one type of user. The gamer, the desktop enthusiast who wants power, polish, and accessibility. But what happens when you prioritize a totally different set of needs? Let's switch gears now and look at Kali Linux, which really shows off the versatility of Linux in a completely different direction.
Oh yeah, it's a dramatic shift in philosophy, absolutely. While Garuda is aiming for that visually impressive, high-performance daily driver and gaming setup, Kali Linux is Debian-based, and it has this laser focus on just one thing: cybersecurity and penetration testing. It is explicitly not trying to be your everyday OS for checking email or browsing Facebook or whatever.
Right. And its most striking feature, the thing it's famous for worldwide, is that it comes preloaded with over 600 specialized security tools. 600! That's a lot. We're talking tools for ethical hacking, which, for anyone new to that term, basically means find security holes before the bad guys do. Digital forensics, like investigating digital crime scenes after a security breach. And network auditing, checking networks for weaknesses. It's like the entire workshop for a security pro, all bundled together.
And this brings up an important point about the philosophy behind an OS like this, so specialized. Unlike Garuda, which focuses on flashy performance and lots of general apps, Kali's design choices are driven by the tough demands of professional security work. Its default interface is a lightweight GNOME, though you can install others if you really want. But the key thing, the really crucial point, is that unlike Garuda, Kali is absolutely not designed for daily desktop use. Its priorities are just fundamentally different.
Right.
For a security professional, the reliability and consistency of their tools, that's everything.
And those priorities lead to some really interesting choices, don't they? Like, the source material we looked at points out that Kali prioritizes stability over having the absolute latest updates. Which means, yeah, it's fantastic for professional work where you need things to be dependable. But the software versions might sometimes feel a little dated compared to a rolling release like Garuda.
Precisely. Think about it. Imagine a cybersecurity pro doing a critical penetration test. The tools have to work every single time. No surprises. If some brand new experimental update introduces a bug into Metasploit or Nmap or any of those core tools, it can mess up the whole assessment, give false results, or worse, crash the system during a really sensitive operation.
Oof, yeah, bad news.
So Kali's deliberate choice stability over cutting edge, it's fundamental to its design. It makes sure that those hundreds of included tools are well tested, they're predictable, they're dependable. It lets professionals focus on the security problem, not on fighting with their OS.
That's such a critical point. It's not about having the newest shiny thing. It's about having the most reliable tool for that specific job. Okay, and what about efficiency? How does it run on hardware?
Hardware-wise, Kali is much lighter than Garuda. Much lighter. It's designed to run efficiently, even with as little as, say, 4 gigabytes of RAM, which makes it fantastic for older laptops. People often repurpose them for security tasks, or for running inside virtual machines, which is super common for security pros, keeping it contained, separate from their main OS. That low resource footprint is another deliberate choice, making it flexible to deploy anywhere.
But, and this is a really big but for our listeners, it expects you to know your way around Linux already. It is definitely not beginner-friendly.
That's a crucial distinction for you, the learner. Absolutely critical. While Kali is incredibly powerful and comprehensive for its niche, Its specialized focus means it's just not a general-purpose replacement. It's not an introduction to Linux desktops. It assumes you already have a decent level of Linux knowledge, comfort with the command line. It doesn't really hold your hand through how to use all those complex tools. It's built for people who already understand the why and how of security testing, not for teaching the basics. If you're looking to learn general Linux skills, something like Ubuntu or even Garuda would be a much gentler start.
So it's like a powerful race car, but you absolutely need to know how to drive stick before you get behind the wheel.
That's a perfect analogy, yeah. It's a precision instrument for a skilled operator.
All right, let's bring these two titans together then for a direct comparison, head to head. If you're standing at that fork in the road trying to pick your distro, here's the nutshell version. Garuda Linux, like we've said, is really built for gamers and general users who want that polished, high-performance Arch experience. It's got the eye candy, the user-friendly GUI tools that make things easy, and that essential BTRFS snapshot feature for peace of mind. It's all about making serious power accessible and fun.
Right. And then on the other side, Kali Linux is unmistakably built for security professionals, period. It's for people who specifically need those specialized tools for pen testing, digital forensics, ethical hacking. Its whole world is geared towards that, prioritizing reliability and specific function over looks or general desktop ease of use. It's a serious workshop for a very specific, demanding craft.
Okay, so boiling it down. If you're looking for a flashy, performance-optimized Arch system, packed with tools for gaming and general desktop use, something that looks great and simplifies complex stuff, then the choice is pretty clear. Choose Garuda Linux. It's built for that kind of vibrant, interactive, smooth experience.
And conversely, if your focus is squarely on cybersecurity, pen testing, digital forensics, if you need that dependable, comprehensive toolkit for your professional security work, then go with Kali Linux. Its entire design, the preloaded tools, the stability focus, the light footprint, it all caters to those specific professional needs. What's really fascinating here, I think, is just how the Linux ecosystem offers such a diverse range of options. Each one is meticulously crafted for specific needs. It's not about one being inherently better, is it? It's about alignment, matching the right tool to the right task for you.
That is the core takeaway right there. Absolutely. And for you, as a learner trying to navigate this incredibly rich world of operating systems, remembering that distinction, beginner-friendly versus expects you to know your way around, that's often a key decision point, not just for Linux, but for any specialized tool. It really hammers home the idea that understanding the purpose behind a tool that was way more important than just looking at its features or raw power on paper. Knowing who it was built for, that will almost always guide you to the right choice for yourself.
Couldn't agree more. We've seen how Garuda and Kali, despite sharing that Linux heritage, are just fundamentally different because they were built for different users and different tasks. So maybe here's a final thought for you to chew on. Consider not just what a tool does, but who it was actually built for and what problem it's really trying to solve. In this world of increasing specialization, what other tools or systems out there do you think have such a clear, dedicated purpose? And maybe, what are the hidden trade-offs that inevitably come with that intense focus?
Oh, that's a fantastic question to leave everyone with. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into Garuda Linux versus Kali Linux. We really hope this is giving you a clearer picture and helps you on your own journey, finding the perfect system for whatever amazing things you want to do. Until next time, keep exploring.